On se trouve sur la 5e avenue à New York, une rue qui représente le luxe, qui représente la richesse, un contraste avec la réalité de l'itinérance ici.
Absolument. En septembre 2016, on dénombrait pas moins de 60 000 personnes itinérantes à New York. C'est le bond le plus important depuis la Grande Dépression des années 30.
Et parmi les sans-abri qui fréquentent les refuges, 58% sont des Afro-Américains.
Rencontre avec un jeune homme qui a su se sortir de la spirale de l'itinérance.
Yeah.
I was 17 years old. I had a handgun that I used to carry around, and it was, simply for protection. I wasn't robbing anybody or doing anything wrong. And basically, my mom found my handgun inside my room one day, and she gave me a choice, and she gave me a choice because, again, being the mother of a young black man in America, you have certain fears. You're afraid for your son to be out there walking around with a handgun. You know that these cops will kill him. You know that there's certain atmospheres that he can go in that will cause him to do something that's destructive to his own life. I chose to leave the house because as a man, I had begun to develop my own ideals. I had begun to develop my own mindset. And I realized that our parents cannot save us. All my mom can do if anything happened to me is cry at my gravesite. As a young man, I had to develop my own level of independence, and I had to kind of step out. Ended up in a shelter. As a New Yorker, I've seen that homelessness is a financial institution. It's an economic institution in which government officials make money. If you look at the homeless shelters, they're given certain grants, certain portions of money per year that actually keep them open. So it's part of the agenda to keep people homeless. It's part of the agenda to keep people on the streets. And by doing so, they are able to say, hey, listen, I've got 500, 1,000 people in New York City that need, a place to stay. And so then they're given money to open these institutions. The problem is, having been homeless myself, is they don't necessarily help people to get on their feet. What they do is they kind of institutionalize you. They help you to build a mindset of being homeless. They help you to depend on the system. And that's what Trump is saying, and that's why, even though as much as I hate him, Trump does have certain points. Trump says, well, we want to end homeless. We want to get people into jobs, and we want to stop these programs that actually help people or enable them to maintain a status of homelessness. I would love to hear these issues being addressed more in just American politics in general. It shouldn't have to be a presidential campaign. Yeah. It should be an ongoing campaign to end these type of things. It should be an ongoing campaign to end homelessness and to end, the limited minimum wage that people are being paid. And what I realize is, if these issues only arise during the campaign, that means they will not arise after the campaign. What you realize is there's no real statements being made. There's no real evident proof that things are going to change. And so what individuals like myself are doing, like Javier are doing, we want to, and not for nothing, when you were mentioning homelessness, I've seen Javier give jobs to people who are my friends, who are on the brink of homelessness. It's independent business owners like himself and myself who are really tackling homelessness by giving our friends and those we care about the opportunity to come and live their art, to be who they want to be.